Now remember, every single group has to have 3 digits in it, except the last group. And it just depends on how your first number begins. Here, because it was 204, it did use up the 3 spaces. But the number we had done earlier, the 7 million, only used up 1 digit in that place. Now I'd like for you to do some practice problems to review the things that we've talked about. The first one, consider the number 985, 123, 076. I want you to give the place value of the digit 2. Then I want you to give the place value of the 9. Then I want you to give the place value of the 5. The next problem, number 2, is write the word name for 700, 016, 007. Number 3 says write 435, 124 in expanded form. Number 4 says to write 10 billion, 40 million, 200,000, 4 in number form. So what I'd like for you to do is to copy these problems down. After you get them all copied down, cut the tape off and work the problems. Once you get them all worked, then you cut the tape back on to check your answers. Here are the answers to the practice problems. Number 1A is 10,000s, B, 100 millions, C, 1 millions, or you could just say millions. Number 2, 700 million, 16,007. Number 3, 400,000 plus 30,000 plus 5,000 plus 100 plus 20 plus 4. Number 4, 10, 040, 200, 004. If any of your answers disagree with these, stop the tape and go get some help. Two concepts that we want to talk about in today's lesson are ordering whole numbers and rounding whole numbers to different places. We want to discuss ordering numbers, and we're going to begin, or we're actually going to be ordering just whole numbers. We're going to begin by putting our numbers on a number line. What we do is we just draw a line, and pick some place on that line to be our 0. So I just picked this spot for 0. And then I marked off some other units and tried to stay the same size. So I put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on this line, which we'll now call a number line. Okay, the number line doesn't stop here with 9. Notice you see the arrows. That means the number line keeps going forever and ever and ever and ever and ever to the right. It also keeps going to the left, because to the left of 0, we would find some negative numbers. We won't talk about our negative numbers in our arithmetic course, but if you take algebra, you certainly will work with lots of negative numbers. Now, the way we order our numbers, you certainly know which number is bigger than another one, but we have a definite rule for ordering. We say one number is said to be greater than another number if it's to the right of that number on the number line. One number is said to be greater than another number if it is to the right of that number on the number line. For example, we all know that 5 is greater than 3, and by the number line we can also tell that 5 is bigger than 3 because 5 is farther to the right on the number line. The bigger numbers are the ones farther to the right. The smaller numbers are the ones farther to the left. Now, if we want to use a symbol to say 5 is greater than 3, this is a symbol we use. This is our greater than symbol. We need to learn that symbol. Okay, this is the greater than symbol, and then we have a less than symbol. So we say 5 is greater than 3. The greater than symbol starts off wide open. The less than symbol starts off closed. So we want you to learn these symbols if you do not already know them. Here are symbols again, the greater than symbol, the less than symbol, and then we can say 9 is less than 3,000. The reason 9 is less than 3,000, if we think about our number line, is 9's to the left on the number line, 3,000 to the right. The bigger numbers are the ones farther to the right. 3,000 is to the right of 9. So 9 is smaller than 3,000. Now, let's use the correct symbol to order the numbers below. So suppose we had this number to work with. 6124583, and then 200 million. And we want to compare those two numbers. Well, the best thing for us to do is to, first of all, make sure we know how big this number is. We need to count off by threes, and then we can read the number. We have 6,124,583. Starts with billions because of that being the third group. Over here with this number written out in words, we need to write that number out in symbols. So if we do that, since it goes over to the millions group, I would have my first group with no name, then I'd have my thousands, and then I'd have my millions. Okay, in my million I'm supposed to have 200. And then nothing else, it's just 200 million. So all these other things would be zeros. Now if I wrote that down under this one, then you could tell which is bigger. You could certainly see that the 200 million was bigger than the 6 million. So we might say, if you were going to start with the 6, you would say the 6,124,583 is smaller than 200,000, or than 200 million, I'm sorry. Or you could say 200 million is bigger than 6,124,583. Which you could fix it so you could use whichever symbol you wanted. But This is your bigger number. This is your smaller number.